Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is Meghan Markle. And we have to talk about Meghan Markle's Mothering Day post on Instagram because, in my opinion, she is completely gaslighting the entire UK. And I'm so sorry if you are from the UK. Look, you're probably not offended because you probably hate Meghan Markle just as much as I do. But anyway, let's get into this. We have this picture here of her with her kids. Are they her kids? Who would know? We can't see their face. Anyway, let's have a look at the post because, oh my gosh, look at that lemon tart, burnt beyond belief. Why would you post that? Why would you even put that up? And by the way, no kid is going to eat that, all right? That is just a disgrace. I thought she was meant to be a chef. Anyway, she posted this and she has said, all right, our family tradition, Mothering Sunday in the UK. Lemon. Okay. Now, there are so many things I can say about this, but the one thing I really have to say is that a family tradition is something that you do regularly. Okay. Now, why would she even want to celebrate Mothering Sunday in the UK when we all know she can't stand the UK, let alone celebrate anything to do with the UK regularly? Like, this is just not a thing. She is completely gaslighting here because this is just a joke. She is getting so snarky lately, I have to say. So I thought to myself, okay, if you want to play this game, Meghan Markle, let's have a look and see when you have ever celebrated Mothering Day in the UK. Okay, the UK date, which falls in March every year. Let's take a look, shall we, at when Meghan Markle, who apparently celebrates this tradition, right? She burns a lemon pie every year, allegedly. All right. Let's have a look at what she did last year to start with, okay? Because last year, the UK's Mothering Day fell on the 10th of March 2024. Where was Meghan Markle on the 10th of March 2024? Was she at home celebrating Mothering Day with her kids? Let's find out, shall we? Because I had a bit of a Google. You know I love Google. And Meghan Markle was in Austin, Texas, because she was, if you recall, part of the panel for South by Southwest. Okay, now this took place on International Women's Day, okay, which was a couple of days before Mothering Day. Okay, so remember, Mothering Day is on the 10th of March. She was here on the 8th of March doing this. Okay. So this is International Women's Day, Friday, 8th of March. Here she is. Okay. So she's in Texas. Just remember that. She's nowhere near the kids. All right. Kids do not live in Texas. Okay. Here she is telling us all about her dish soap story because we hadn't heard it a million times. Why did they ask her to say that again? No idea. Here's Brooke Shields telling her, look, just don't read the comments because Meghan Markle's banging on about how social media is so awful, everyone's mean to her, yet she just uses other media platforms to get back at other people or just face to face. She's just awful. She doesn't need social media. All right. We also know that on her mind was ARO because 6 days later, she launched the Instagram page. That was like her biggest failure to date, basically. Apart from stuffing up everything to do with the royal family, number two would have to be ARO, which is why she wore this tablecloth, I think. Maybe that was going to be one of the products. Anyway, so you might think, okay, well, that was the Friday. Okay, she had plenty of time to get back. So she also did a little stop by when they were in Austin, Texas, because she was there with Harry. Okay, I think Marcus was there as well, but I don't understand that dynamic. I don't know why there was a threesome going on. Anyway, she was there with Harry. They popped in and did some Archwell Foundation thingamy-bob. I think this is just so that they can just write this all off to Archwell, to be honest. Tick a box. Yes, we went there for Archwell. Nothing to do with my self-promotion. Yeah, right. Okay, so they did this welcome project. Yeah, this was the same day. They did this in the morning before she went and did her South by Southwest. What do you call it? A panel, a whinge fest, self promotional tour. Here she is pretending to care, shaking hands with people. I bet she couldn't even tell me their names. She wouldn't remember. Probably 5 minutes after she couldn't remember anyway. Here is Meghan Markle pretending to like something. She's not very good at that. Okay. She never was a good actor. I can just tell by her face. She's like, what is this? Please don't give this to me. This can't go to Montecito, right? And there's Harry probably talking about his mum. All right. So that was all on the 8th of March. The next day, maybe they went home. Maybe they went home to get ready for Mothering Day and got the pie ready, ready for the Sunday. Oh no, they stayed overnight and they went and had, I don't know, some brisket or something. So they went to La Barbecue. This was on the Saturday. They took some photos with some fraudulent woman called Alison Clem. Probably asked her to go on a cooking show for Netflix. Who knows? Anyway, this was random. But this was the day before. So I thought, okay, they stayed the night. I get it. They must have left this day. They've got to get home for Mothering Day. It's a tradition, you guys. It's a tradition. We have to get home. We've got to cook the lemon pie. We do this all the time. Okay. Did they go home? Is that what happened? Oh, no. Okay. So this is just disgusting. I don't even want to say this, but on Mothering Day last year, this is what Meghan Markle did. She went and visited one of the shooting victims' families, okay, and pretended to care, brought her camera crew, okay, because how else do we get these pictures? And look how Meghan Markle is standing with her face to the camera, as she always does, because why would you do it any other way? Who would see her? It wouldn't count in Meghan Markle's eyes. All these victims, I don't know why his face is scribbled out. This is from X, so someone's done that. Who knows? Probably for privacy. And here she is. So this is what Meghan Markle did last year on UK Mothering Day. Okay, nowhere near the kids, nothing to do with Mother's Day. Okay, she couldn't give an SHIT about Mothering Day in the UK. I'm sorry, she doesn't care. This is not a tradition. Okay, this is a jab at the UK people, obviously. All right. Anyway, let's get this off the screen. I thought to myself, well, you know what? Let's look at the previous year. Okay. Maybe they were just too busy. I don't know. Maybe Austin, Texas just needed them more than their kids. Maybe the lemon pie just had to wait. I don't know. So let's have a look because in 2023, Mothering Day fell on the 19th of March. So let's see, what did they do to celebrate Mothering Day in 2023? So I had another bit of a Google and I found this. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry's children being brought up with US traditions. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's silence on Mother's Day sparks reactions. Okay, because they did nothing. Why? They don't support Mothering Day in the UK. They're not interested. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have sparked reactions with their silence. Okay, they're not silenced. Okay, they were silent, by the way. They do not celebrate this. Okay, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, even though their titles are from the UK, by the way, did not share any messages on the auspicious day, while the rest of the royal family posted pictures and greetings online. The royal mothers and mums across the UK were honoured on Mother's Day, which is always celebrated in March in Britain, But in the US, the special custom is always celebrated on the second Sunday in May, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So they did nothing. They posted nothing. They said nothing. Meghan and Harry have seemingly sent a message to the royal family and the public of the UK with their silence, as it's being speculated that the Sussexes will be celebrating the occasion on Sunday, May 14 in the US, where they now live. There are speculations that the California based couple are bringing their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, up with the US traditions. Okay, they couldn't care less. This is not a tradition. Meghan Markle is gaslighting the UK. I'm telling you right now, they have never celebrated it ever since they left the UK. It is to mention here that the Duchess of Sussex, who's mother of Archie and Lilibet, has only celebrated one Mother's Day in the UK before, which was back in 2020, ages ago, just weeks before she and Harry stepped down from their duties as senior royals and relocated to California. Okay, and you guys might remember this was the post on the good old Sussex Royal Instagram page, which for some reason is still up. Don't ask me why. Can someone please take this down? This should be taken down. But this is what they posted because this is the only time it was appropriate. Obviously, Meghan didn't care because even when you read this post now, you can tell she's basically saying, like trying to Americanize it or something. So it says, Mummy, Mum, Mum, Mama, Granny, Nan, thank you. No matter what you call your mum, this Mother's Day in the UK, we honour the mums all over the world who do so much every single day and now more than ever. I don't even know what that means. Thank you. I'm surprised it doesn't say with love or as ever at the end as the sign off. But there you go. That is the only time they have ever done anything remotely close to celebrating Mothering Day in the UK. Okay, Meghan does not like the UK. She will never set foot in the UK ever again. She is scared, SHIT-less, 100%. She has burnt every single bridge you could imagine. It will never work out for her there. She is not, I can guarantee you, she is not sitting at home in Montecito celebrating Mothering Day in the UK. Oh no. Okay, this is an absolute joke. She is gaslighting everyone. Okay, let's have a look though, because, okay, we've said all that. Maybe they're celebrating the US version. Okay, let's just check that because I have my suspicions on that as well. Because last year, on the 12th of May 2024, it was Mother's Day for the US. Okay, now let's see, were they spending the day with the kids? Did they cook a lemon pie or anything for the kids? Kids don't eat lemon pie. Okay, I'll say that again. They're not going to eat that crap. Okay, so what were they doing on the 12th of May last year? Because let me show you, they were nowhere near the kids. Nowhere near the kids. They were in Nigeria. Oh my goodness. Do they spend any Mother's Day with the kids? Have they ever spent any time with the kids? No. Meghan Markle spends Mother's Day in Nigeria celebrating. Well, she wasn't celebrating. She was there for a free trip to pick up her little Nigerian title, celebrating Prince Harry's charity work. Oh, that's a bad timing there, isn't it? His charity work's not going too well. Anyway, so yeah, this was them on Mother's Day last year, 1 million miles away from the kids. Okay, there is no tradition going on. And let's just take a look at this video, which is hilarious, of Meghan Markle on Mother's Day, trying to acknowledge that it's Mother's Day and show that she cares.
Thank you. Awesome. I know it wasn't planned. I'm very, very grateful. I'm very humbled. And today's Mother's Day. So it feels appropriate, that though of course we are missing our children, I'm missing my babies, it feels very appropriate to be on the motherland and amongst family. So thank you so much for the kindness and for these beautiful names. I'm very grateful and we can't wait to come back. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who is that Meghan Markle? Which Meghan Markle version is that? I don't know who that is. The voice is different. Everything is wrong. Oh, who is Meghan Markle? I don't think we're ever going to find out. But there you go, guys. Meghan Markle uses Mothering Day post to gaslight the UK. She does not celebrate it. She has never celebrated it, or since 2020, which I don't think that was celebrating. That was pressing go on a post. Okay. No evidence of celebrations whatsoever. And now all of a sudden, it's a family tradition. Give me a break. Absolute joke. And by the way, Meghan Markle, can you please learn how to cook a lemon pie at the right temperature? No one's going to eat that. It is burnt. And what are those lemon pieces on there? That just looks disgusting. All right. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe, and I will keep these ones coming. Thank you, you guys. Bye.